Hi guys, it's Rampant FM and today I'm going to do a Royal Rumble predictions video. I really enjoyed doing the NXT one. I was pretty close with some of my predictions actually, so I'm hoping to continue that into this video. It's nothing fancy, I've obviously left it really late in the day. The pay-per-view is tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. NXT was absolutely brilliant. If you didn't see it, you've got to watch that if you're a wrestling fan. So we'll get into the video. We'll start with the Cruiserweight match. So a 6-man tag, sort of 205 live match. I'm not a fan of 205. When it comes on Raw, I tend to just sort of not take any notice. But because it's a predictions video, I'll probably go with TGP, Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak. It could go either way to be honest, but I'll go with them, not really caring or knowing where to go with it. So Bobby Roode is fighting an unknown opponent. I don't really like making predictions when he could be fighting anyone really. I just don't see him losing that match, so I'm going to go with Bobby Roode for that one, especially being on the pre-show. Yeah, I just don't see Bobby Roode losing. He's obviously came in from NXT with a lot of buzz. He's probably going to be a main eventer in the future, really hoping so anyway. But then again, there is that weird thing where you don't know who he's fighting, but I just don't see him losing at this juncture. So I'm going to go with Bobby Roode. So for the next match, it's obviously the Balor Club, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson versus the Revival, Dawson and Wilder. This one's actually one of the more harder predictions, and I'll tell you why, because there's obviously a big thing on the internet about the actual Bullet Club, you know, the guys from Ring of Honor and New Japan, basically the Young Bucks, who a lot of people are saying they should fight the Revival because it's a WWE creation. Because of that whole thing, it's really hard to predict, but I think because the Balor Club are just new and they're wanting to push them, I think they're going to win. It'll be an interesting match, so I hope it's a good match. I do believe the Revival are a good tag team. Because they're WWE created, they obviously they get like a lot of heat and stuff, but I do believe they're probably still going to lose this match because of the push that Anderson and Gallows are getting. So for the Raw Tag Team titles, I'm going to go with Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan to retain. I was actually thinking the Bar would win this at first glance, but I do believe they are going to maybe take it to the next pay-per-view. Because, you know, I think they've only had the belts for so long. There is definitely a heat there between Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan, obviously not really being a proper tag team, and you know that I think I can't remember if it was Rollins or Jason Jordan on the Raw, like they accidentally hit each other or that sort of stuff, you know. So it's definitely developing that they're going to obviously either lose the titles or going to fall out or something like that. But certainly because they are sort of a new tag team, I just don't see them losing it right away to the Bar, and that's why I'm going to go with them. For the SmackDown tag titles, it's obviously the Usos versus Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin. I kind of in two minds about this because Jey Uso in real life got a DUI, obviously drink driving. I think they will be punished. It's a 2 out of 3 falls match. It will be a decent match, don't get me wrong, but I just think WWE have a tendency to punish or distance themselves from wrestlers that do that sort of thing. So I do believe the Usos will probably lose on this occasion due to personal, background sort of in real life things. I think it'll probably be one of the matches of the night, to be honest. The Usos are always good performers, but I just feel because of the whole DUI, Jey Uso controversy, Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin will win. So for the WWE Championship match, AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn in a handicap match. The stipulation's interesting. It's probably a good time to say that I don't watch as much SmackDown as I do Raw. And the reason I say that is because apparently AJ Styles is sort of maybe going to do a heel turn, so that would suggest that he might lose the championship. I don't really know too much about that, but looking at the actual sort of bigger picture in WrestleMania, I would probably say that AJ Styles would retain in this instance. And I know they do have like another pay-per-view coming up before WrestleMania, but certainly I do believe, looking at the participants and sort of the future, I would probably go with AJ Styles. So for the triple threat for the Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Kane versus Braun Strowman. As much as I would love Braun Strowman to win this, I think it's Brock Lesnar. He'll be the main event sort of for WrestleMania. I just don't see, the other two guys being there. I know there is still the Elimination Chamber to go, but to me, Brock Lesnar, they have to, if he loses now and then wins it back at Elimination Chamber, I think that would hurt WrestleMania, and I just don't see them doing that. So Brock Lesnar's my pick. He's an absolute beast. I think Braun Strowman will be at that stage probably this time next year, if not before, but I think that's sort of in the future after WrestleMania. So Brock Lesnar. So for the Women's Royal Rumble match, I could only really see one winner, Asuka. I just don't see anyone from SmackDown winning it. I just don't see where they would go with the storylines. The only other person I really see having a chance of winning this is probably Sasha Banks, but I believe Asuka will win it. But then I'm in two minds because of who I think will win the Men's Royal Rumble, and would WWE, you'll see what I'm talking about in just a second when I discuss the men's one. If there is going to be a special appearance, obviously Ronda Rousey's been rumoured. She has said that she's filming or something like that, but it doesn't really mean a lot. Things have been said in the past, I'm not going to be there, and they have. If there is definitely going to be a special appearance, someone such as Ronda Rousey or someone coming in may have a chance of winning it, but my favourite is definitely Asuka, or perhaps Sasha Banks might actually win it as well. So for the Men's Royal Rumble, I'm in two minds about this, and I tell you, I mentioned Asuka. I believe Nakamura will win the Men's Royal Rumble for SmackDown. But then again, would they let two Japanese wrestlers win the women's and the men's? That's what I'm trying to get into, that WWE way of thinking. For Raw, if there is going to be a winner, I think it will be Finn Balor. I don't think it will be Roman Reigns. They're obviously pushing Balor with the Balor Club now. And if he was to fight Brock Lesnar, obviously he's now got the backup of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. So that's where I'm going, obviously. So my Raw winner is Finn Balor, and my SmackDown winner would be Nakamura. So that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Something a bit different from the channel. I really enjoyed doing these over the weekend. I said I probably will only be doing the bigger pay-per-views, but I'm actually really happy with the support I got initially on the NXT, and obviously hopefully I'll get a lot of support on this. I think any prediction videos going forward will be done way in advance. I kind of left these ones a bit late, so hopefully they will be a bit better. Yeah, if you are watching the pay-per-view tonight or any other time, enjoy it. It's obviously a kind of a special event for wrestling fans. I really do enjoy the Royal Rumble. Thank you for all the support recently. Please don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you soon.